And I think we just need to go back to the very basic question, what is a pastor supposed to do? And then verse 2, here's what I want you to do. As a fellow elder, shepherd the flock of God among you. Or if you will, feed the flock of God among you. That's the mandate. That's what pastors do. Feed the flock of God. We are not called to the culture. We're not called to revolutionize the neighborhood. We're not called to change the city as such. That's an indirect effect. We're called to the redeemed. We're called to the elect. We're called to the flock of God. Maybe just kind of look. Hebrews 13:17 says, we will be held accountable for how we care for the sheep, the flock of God. I have been gifted by the Holy Spirit. I have been prepared and trained by the church. I have been called by the Lord of the church, the great shepherd, and I have been given one task, and that is to shepherd the flock. And how precious is that flock? Purchased with his own blood. Part of it is protecting them. Paul says in verse 29, I know that after my departure, savage wolves will come in among you, not sparing the flock. And from among your own selves, men will arise, speaking perverse things to draw away the disciples after them. Part of shepherding the flock is the protection against those who come in from the outside and influence your flock. They may be pastors in another city, they're inside your own church. And the first duty of a shepherd, of course, is to feed. The second duty of a shepherd is to guard. I don't do this for the money. Peter said the same thing, not for filthy loot. Where are we trying to go? Turn to Ephesians chapter 4. What are we supposed to do? What is our responsibility? For Christ. You measure a man's ministry not by how many people he stuffed in the building, not by how many people he reaches. You measure the effectiveness of a man's ministry by how Christ-like his people are. That's the only measure.